This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Nier Automata. In the last episode, we died by touching each other's black boxes. That sounds vulgar. But anyway, we went to heaven, or I don't know what. Where do the robots go when they die? Do they dream of electric sheep? But anyway, if we press start during that little menu, we can. It mentions something about saving possible, so we can go to the system menu where we can change stuff up. So I guess we can. I don't know, quick save it, I guess, or something. I don't know, let's do that. I guess we could always save it in like certain areas, like when we die or something like that. That should our stats, our quests. I don't even. Do we even have anything? I guess not. Not at this point anyway. We're still at the beginning of the game. Fish. We can of course, it's a Japanese game. They always have fishing in those games for some reason. I guess it's just a popular pastime in Japan. I guess. And apparently, you can get different weapons and stuff like that. And all these skills and everything. Well, it's not like I can really do anything with this right now, anyway. So probably we can quick save and just hardcore save. So yeah, why not? Let's yeah, we'll do it. I don't know if it really matters. I've saved in different slots, but the play curse is you should always save it in a different slot, no matter what, just in case of the game like screws up or whatever. So let's run around whatever. Ooh, my room. Can I go in there? It's my room, baby. No, can't go in there? Okay, fine. I guess I have to find 9S or whatever. I guess if I got respawned, I assume... Wait, why did she get so worried about saving him when we were just going to get respawned in the first place?
Mission complete and all that, huh? The Goliaths were wiped out, and we secured a route into enemy territory. Now we can...
9S.
Yeah?
Thank you for uploading my data to the bunker.
I did that? Sorry, I don't remember. There wasn't a whole lot of bandwidth down there, you know? I probably only had enough time to back up your memories. Mine are only intact up to the point just before we rendezvoused.
I see.
Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Well, that was interesting. Sure, I guess. Although I don't usually turn on my network half the time just because I don't want to... I just did that. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, I wonder why she had that feeling about... So apparently... If they don't upload their data in time, they could die permanently, huh? Interesting. But I was about to say, if you were aware that you could get respawned, what does it matter?
The year mankind's glorious history came to a sudden and abrupt end, when the world was invaded by aliens from beyond the stars. The aliens unleashed a new breed of weapon, machine life forms, that all but annihilated human civilization. The handful of survivors that remained fled from Earth, seeking refuge on the moon. 5204 AD. Humanity launched its counterattack, deploying an army of androids from a network of orbiting bases. But after more than a dozen large-scale descents upon the enemy, we still haven't managed to repel the invaders. That is why you, the Yorha forces, exist. To break this stalemate, once and for all. You are our ultimate weapon, and you must put an end to this war.
Understood, sir.
I wish you good hunting.
Glory to mankind. Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
Sounds like a cult almost, even though they're trying to save humanity. I assume those are all androids or whatever. Oh, I forgot. I gotta remember the game's got like meta-ness to it, so I have to be kind of like Metal Gear Solid, and at least maybe not the first one, but the later ones for sure. And I didn't say anything there because I didn't know if there was going to be voice dialogue for it. But I've already done the screen brightness. I did that at the beginning of the game. It's going by automatically. It started about. I already did all that. Dang it, game. Fine, 9S. You're recording me. That sounds rude. I didn't actually hear that. Oh, you're talking. Maybe I don't want to hear you talk. So is the game gonna force? That's kind of funny. He's like, wait a minute, you can't hear me.
Alright, are we good now?
Oh wow, I can barely hear him.
Roger that.
Okay,
Ma'am?
now I have to.
Are you there? Can you hear me? Hello? Go ahead and adjust your settings so you can hear me, alright? Adjust the settings until you can hear my voice.
Hear him, the sound of my voice. La lee la
Could you try and
lee
pick up the pace a
la.
little bit? This is getting embarrassing.
Luke,
Ma'am?
Luke,
Are you there?
I am your father.
Can you hear me?
La lee lee la la lee.
Hello? Go
Okay,
ahead and
it's not
adjust
gonna-
your settings so you can hear. Alright, are we good now?
I'm fine on this. There's something calming about. I don't think your voice is calming. Yes,
okay.
we're fine.
Settings should all be good to go. Hold on. Your self-destruct permissions are missing. Wait a sec. We need to restore those.
Self-destruct permissions. What does that
I
even mean?
could set it for you, but you should probably do it yourself. Regulations and all, you know?
What does that even mean? Toggle to self-destruct.
Wait, no. You need to leave that turned on. Yeah, you can't really do that. It needs to be turned on except in very specific cases.
I want
I'm
to turn
afraid
it off.
I can't leave this as is, ma'am. Please give your permission. Hey, come on now. I'm just trying to follow regulations here.
I wonder how
Hey,
long this
come
will
on
go
now.
on.
I'm just trying to follow regulations
Okay, I
here.
think that might be it.
Hey, come on now. I'm just trying. Hey.
Okay, I didn't think they were going to do it forever. That would be a lot of extra resources for a joke. Okay,
Come on now.
Fine, fine.
Okay, good. If things go wrong during an op, you may have to sacrifice yourself in order to finish it. So, once you're finished making adjustments, you can go ahead and close this out. I know no one likes the idea of self-destructing, but that's what regulations call for. Still, I'll keep it a secret from the commander.
Oh, I can actually leave it off now. What was the whole point of that first part then? Whatever. I already did all this. I don't know why it's having me do it again. Did the game not expect me to, like, mess with the settings first time we play it, you know? Oh, well.
Morning.
Why are you in my room? Get out of here,
9S.
freak!
The commander's put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
Oh boy, we got this small
see.
boy hanging out
Oh,
with us.
don't worry. We 9S models are the best around, you know. Though I suppose we're not exactly known for our modesty.
Modesty.
9S.
What is it, ma'am?
Stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
There's no need to be so formal.
All right. If you say so. Oh, I almost forgot. The commander was calling for you. We'd better go see what's up, man. 2B.
Well, if you get killed again without uploading your data, you're just gonna call me ma'am again, Vincent. Sure. Oh, it just means I can save if I lay down. No. I was just saying if it... Yes. He's like, we should have seen the commander like hours ago. Why did you go back to bed? What's wrong with you? Oh, is he like a... Oh, is he the AI partner for us? Oh, yeah. Okay, so they don't have voice dialogue for everything. Yeah, what's up? Oh, we can change his style. I don't even know what he said it. I guess balanced. So he's our AI. I wonder if we get any other AI or if it's just him. Oh, we can buy stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is how we get... We can have... Oh, we don't even have our stack from the beginning of the game. Come on, game. Alright, fine. Might as well buy a few. Got 9,000. Okay. Probably buy like a... I don't know. Should I buy... I do get hit quite easily, so let's just buy like a nice chunk just to have melee attack up. I might hold off on doing that stuff until maybe later in the game. HP gauge, sound waves, sound analysis. Huh, that's a lot of money. I'll probably save that for maybe displays XP gauge. I don't really need to know that. I mean, maybe if I get to that point later in the game where I have so much money, then I'll do it. Or if maybe it's designated for a specific ending, then I'll fishing spots. So you can't fish unless you know it, or is it just like without having to guess? Oh, that's okay. Well, then I'll just buy some heals then. Yeah, I'll buy a few more smalls just in case. I don't know how long it'll. We'll save the rest of that for later. Okay, so I was wondering what movie would actually be used for. So I guess we had to go on missions, and then I guess depending on how many missions you go on or whatever, you've got mail.
You need...
How do you check mail?
Near an access point to save your data. You can see access points on the close range map. Be sure to save often.
How do you get your mail? Okay. Oh, maybe it's up ahead. Or not. Oh, now it says save possible. How do you check mail? Maybe Intel? Nope. Maybe you have to go to a specific like thing or a place to check emails and stuff like that. Let's see, whose room is this? Well, I'm stealing the stuff, whoever it is. Can you buy different stuff from different? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It looks like the same either way. Sleep in someone else's bed. 2B knows what up. She's just gonna gank your room. It's all good. Blowing myself up is awesome. Don't try to actually die, huh? Is that what the whole point of the save date is? Is basically you're uploading your data? Okay. To the right. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left, right, left. There's 9S's room. Is he hiding any porn under his bed? Oh, no. I think it's a small boy. You think a boy like him would? Although he is an android, so I guess I don't think about things like that. What's this one? Quick save. Oh, there we go. Inbox. Select inbox to check your mail. How to increase the length of your member? Test mail. This message is intended with the verification of a mail account. Members who encounter problems with the mailing system should contact their supervisor as soon as possible. IT operations lead server engineer. Sounds fancy for just emailer. Is it the same for all of them? Okay. I guess that's it. I guess we just go into the... Oh, hello, random operator. Hello, operator. Yes, about carry items. Well, that's cool. I already know about that. Thank you for the telling me again, though. Oh, wait, hear anything in here? Stealing people's recovery items. Good to know the hero of the game is a thief. Kind of like Link in what game was that? Where was it Link's Awakening? Where if you actually stole from someone and got caught, you were called thief for the rest. Well, actually, I don't even think you had to be caught. I think you just had to steal, and for the rest of the game, you're called thief. Maintenance? Do I need maintenance? Oh wow. Okay, this is why you want to save your money so you can buy stuff for your either weapons or your pod. I think these are all for your pod, right? Fires, yeah, fires a weapon from the pod. Increases chip capacity, probably so we can equip more stuff on our pod. Oh, so you have to have natural rubber. But didn't, oh, I guess because I blew up my, oh, is that why I don't, wait, why do I have the money then? But I don't have any of the stuff I picked up. I was about to say, probably don't have my stuff because my body was destroyed. But I still had money. No. Does that just get uploaded? I mean, do I even need to buy a chip right now? Scanner model, huh? What's this? Oh, is that, maybe that's what you need a certain, maybe at a later point in the game, you can buy like a certain item that lets you open up or scan boxes like that. And then you replay the game, so like after you beat it, so you can, and you probably get to keep certain items you buy. That's how you access like maybe like other endings or something like that. Yorha Soldier, huh? Where'd you come from, 9S? You just popped out of nowhere. Goddamn Jack in the Box. Plants, animals, and earths. I don't make the rules, dude. You're all just pawns in the human scheme. Yeah, I guess only combat units get to go down to Earth. You know, makes all the operators jelly. Where's it? Does this take us to the same place as before, or is there a different area? Just kind of messing around with the game. Really, this might be a little to no action episode. I don't feel so good. Oh. That's what happens when you get punched in the face like 20 million times. Don't want to end up like her. No, sir, Bob. Yep, I'm always going to Earth. It's a wonderful place. Unless it's like the Cowboy Bebop version of Earth, then. Actually, it's still not that bad, but it's not that great either. Willy-nilly? Who talks like that? I guess it depends on whoever translated the game at the time. I'm always surprised when I see newer games that are translated with certain like words or phrases that were more common when I was younger. Now, I mean, not that all words or phrases disappear from the lexicon at age, but people will use certain terms or whatever less and less over the time. But you can always tell a phrase or a word that's a thing of the times, because then you'll only hear it for like a couple of years and it'll disappear like a fart in the wind. Yeah, if you look at the Earth and space, it definitely gives you a different idea of perspective. Yeah, 9S got glitched out, so now he's. I guess the game knew that his AI might get stuck at times, so it's just like, yeah, we'll just have him pop in out of nowhere, just to fix it. Proceeding according to plan. Noticed, huh? Get out of my face. Wow, what? Aren't we supposed to be like sisters in battle or whatever? I've noticed most of the. No, maybe this is just generalization, but I've noticed most of the combat models seem to be female. I wonder if that's a design choice or if that's just, whatever. I don't care either way. It's just one of those things you just kind of notice while playing. So, oh, okay. 9S, you go down there. I'll stay up. Aw, or he came back up here. No, I just want to talk to all the lovely ladies here that all look the same. Pretty flowers, huh? I don't know about that. You lost your pod? Your iPod? Oh, distress signal, huh? Honestly. I don't know, I'd like to think these operators sound like old operators back in the day. Hello, welcome, calling for operation. What can I do for you? I don't know, how do you use a pod effectively? Do you do like the kids do and eat those Tide Pods or whatever? Do people still do that? I probably really dated the video by saying that too. Oh well, I dated it by playing it really when you think about it. Body's performance, huh? So we're using performance enhancing drugs, huh? I knew games made me want to want to punch people and do drugs. That's what my government told me. They were right. Well, actually, I was going to say back in the day, but that's still kind of true today when you think about it, depending on who you talk to. Who's sick of these? Are you talking about us two? I guess we're friends. I don't know. Seems a bit early for that. I mean, he lost most of his memories, so... Common intelligence. I mean, I got a letter. It's from Tom. Tom's my only friend. I wonder if anyone's gonna get that one. New body, merriment on the way. I'm from a Japanese game where like the story is meta and the story gets convoluted at times. No, it will not be brief. Especially when you play games from a game designer auteurs, or you know, like Kojima and whoever the guy I forgot the name of the guy who does this. Although I don't think he acts like an auteur, but you know, yeah, it will never be okay. It's an action game. Although I'm the only one doing all the action. So are all these guys robots? Are there any humans here? I mean, we say we're helping humanity, but what's with the mask? Are you into some BDSM stuff? I mean, it's not my thing, but if it's anything like 50 Shades of Grey, then I'm all into BDSM. I heard that one of those books are just Twilight fan fiction, just given form, but the names are changed. And 2, it's not actually based on real BDSM relationships. It's just well, not, I wouldn't say Hollywood because the lady wrote it wasn't Hollywood, but it's an outsider's look onto that stuff who knows nothing about it just from what they read from some smutty models. Well, apparently our dress is army required, at least because someone else has the same fashion I do. So dresses, the best battle gear. I mean, it's about as funny as breastplates and a lot of outfits in certain fantasy games, you know, where the less the outfit is on them, the more defense they get, apparently. But like I said, well, tolerate means I have an issue with it, which I don't have an issue with it, because I'm not squeamish or stingy or whatever you want to say about stuff like that, because I don't. It's one of those things I like to point out because it's funny, but I don't like overall. Like if you know, I don't care. I'm not gonna be annoyed by it or anything. I'm just like, oh, that's interesting. Or like when some games show the importance of jiggle physics, you're just like, well, that's just silly. All right, Commander.
Ah, 2B.
Of course, the Commander's
Maintenance
busty.
finished? Yes, Commander. You detonated your black box in order to defeat the enemy. Bold, but risky. Try not to be so reckless next time. Understood. I know you're fresh out of maintenance, but I have another mission for you. I need you to head to the surface, rendezvous with the Resistance, and do some recon.
Doesn't Yorha have a dedicated Resistance contact already?
We haven't been able to get in touch with them, so we'll need you to look into that as well. Understood.
Alright, time to... And of course we can just save here whenever... Actually, I don't know why I'm saving it. You know, never mind. I can just do that off screen if I really need to. So we need to go... Well, alright, whatever the... Time to go back to Earth. To Earth.
The surface? That means we'll be getting flight units, huh? Better head for the hangar. Usually we can't get near flight units. They're way too expensive for us grunts. Too bad they can't mass produce these things yet. The hangar's up ahead. Let's go.
Well, apparently our character is not some hot to trot character yet. It looks like she's getting up there in the ranks, apparently, according to some people, but we're not quite there. We're not quite MC level of awesome, where we can do no wrong and save the day quite easily.
2B, why do you think they sent a combat model like you to a recon job? If all they want is intel, we scanner models are built for that kind of thing.
Orders are orders.
Alright, alright.
Yeah, don't question orders. Like be like a good little maggot. You hear me, maggot? Can 9S get destroyed? Because it looks like he's getting. Can I actually control 9S at all?
2B,
No.
you're going to have some new weaponry installed from here on out. I'll put up instructions for you. Make sure to commit them to memory.
Roger.
Missile barrage. Missile barrage! Well. That is definitely a missile barrage. It uses the same function as the pod, where you can only use it. You have to wait to reset or whatever. No. I do kind of like the idea of like having games have multiple different gaming mechanics in them, just to kind of space out the monotony of certain like. I mean, okay, I guess monotony means that like that I don't enjoy certain gameplay. But I don't know. For those who are actually, I should pay attention to those later. I leveled up, and so I got healed. But I do like when games like kind of swap out, have extra game mechanics, not just like the hack and slash, but like this one has.
I've set a landing point for your flight units. You'll be touching down quite a ways from the resistance camp, unfortunately. Sorry for the trouble, but we can't risk the enemy discovering their position.
Understood.
Good luck down there.
Well, like this game has, you know, the shoot 'em up, that also has hack and slash, and then obviously has like fishing apparently and other such things. So, not that you can't make a whole game based on just one mechanic. It's just, but if you, I mean, that's why RPGs these days don't have just their game, but now they have like mini games and stuff like that, just to kind of change up the, I wouldn't say the monotony, but give you something else to do while in between maybe like story segments or something like that. So. Okay, maybe these are keys, or maybe you need to key it or something like that. Maybe that's an ability to get later on. Anyway, let's find these rebel scum, or recon scum.
Target location acquired. Marking on map. Proposal. Proceed to target location.
Proceed to where you're supposed to go, moron. No. Okay, so yeah, get to your objective. And I guess along the way you can, or maybe depending on what map you're on, you can go to certain side quests or whatnot. What? Can you actually die from doing that? I don't know. It said I could jump off of it. I was actually kind of surprised when it let me do that. Alright, anyway. I'll experiment with stuff like that maybe off screen. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of was it Enslaved? Was that the name of it? Actually, didn't PlatinumGames make that game too? It was like Enslaved to the West or something like that. It was basically a modern take on, or no, that was Ninja Theory that did that, didn't it? Well, anyway, it was a modern take on the Journey to the West story, except it was in, you know, in the far future, and Sun Wukong was voiced by Steve Blum, and well, I mean, he was in that version of it. That was actually a fun game. It's a pretty short game though. You can probably be in like less than 5 hours or something like that. But I liked it, but it unfortunately didn't sell well, so we never got to see the sequel to that game, unfortunately, I mean, spoilers, the game kind of ends on a cliffhanger sort of for more adventures, but because the game didn't do well, they never made a sequel to it to finish the story out. So that's kind of the last thing they did with it. Is they did some extra DLC on one of the characters that would help you on your journey, which I think I remember liking it. But each of the the only characters that hadn't been introduced in the story were the water demon or whatever, and there was like one or two characters that hadn't been, maybe they were mentioned but hadn't been introduced yet because of the they were going to do it probably in the sequels or whatever. Oh, is that how? Oh, I could have gone. I must have missed that. I mean, I could have just dropped down to the bottom without really going down the stairs. But I'm a proper gentle lady. I don't know. I don't even know if I am a lady. Really, I'm an android who just conveniently looks like a woman. That's I always bring this up. I never understood why in like stories like people like design robots to be specifically looking like men or women. I understand given like robots an anatomically like a human shape, like, you know, arms, legs, face or whatever. Like maybe something more akin to AI or something like that, where it's just like, or not AI, iRobot or whatever, where they're just basically just almost like mannequins. But I think the idea is to prevent robots from suffering the uncanny valley effect, where it would scare them if they didn't look human. But the fact they give them like human features, like, you know, certain distinguishing options, like, you know, the lady here clearly has female figure and all that. But I mean, we all know why they do it, but I'm just trying to explain it from a more like scientific look and everything. But I understand the psychology of it and the real reason behind it. You know, do you really want to play a whole game of robots that look like mannequins? Do you really want to do that, or do you want to look like someone who has like flair or style or whatever? You know, I know I'd probably, if I tried to make a game real, it'd probably be really boring. I'd be like, my characters look realistic, and no one would play my game. Well, unless I had like a really interesting story or whatever. But I don't believe in my skill enough to have something so interesting that would require people to flock towards. I mean, you really can just kind of mess around with this and just kind of look around. I'll have to in the future find a way to mitigate like exploration and stuff like. I mean, you can't even get over there. Immersion, you're breaking my immersion. And I guess robots are. Well, the original Nier game had an exploration part 2, sort of. So it kind of, I guess it makes sense that they would kind of keep some exploration features in their other games. Is my sword is it floating or is it clipping? No, it felt like it was clipping there for a second. I guess I'm going over the timer, so I guess the rest of this will be...
Jamming caused by enemies in local vicinity.
So I'll have to... Is that a vending machine? Does it have ladies undies in it? I bet it does. It's Japan. No. I mean, they do, actually.
According to our intel, none of the machines in this area are hostile. We've been seeing more and more enemies like this lately. They just stand there and stare into space. It's pretty weird.
Like otaku. I mean, it just gives you map information. Oh, we can quick save it. Oh, it's just a thing, but I think it's
displayed from the system menu.
Map data, huh? It's hard to get an accurate picture from this. Our satellite resolution isn't so hot. Hopefully they deploy some new satellites soon.
A general idea is good enough.
You don't let anything get in your way, do you?
No, I don't. Will we let anything get in our way? Find it next time in the next episode of Nier Automata. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And finish.